Masters, a very good morning and good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us from all across the globe on this beautiful Thursday morning. Welcome to day 17 of Swayam. This program is presented by IFSS and co-partnered by Omega Pyramid, PSSM Ignite, Beat, Breath Universe, Joy, PIMA, and PMMA. Masters, we have been doing meditations and then sharing experiences from this past 16 days, and we are going to have another wonderful session today. And we'll start today's session with a 40 minutes meditation. We have Sharat Master to guide us through today's meditation. Sharat Master is from Hyderabad and he's an IT professional. He has been meditating for past 2 decades. Welcome, Sharat sir. Over to you, sir.
Morning, madam. Hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Wonderful introduction. Thank you, Bhavani ma'am. So let's get started, right? Before we get into meditation, few things we need to do, right? So very important, just to create a background. So the method we are going to use for meditation is as usual, right? Every day what we have been doing. The steps are very simple. It is Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. So Ana-Pana-Sati meditation means Ana, the in breath, Apana, which is out breath. Sati means being with that. So that is what is the simplest meditation, right? It doesn't require too many things. You have to find a quiet place where you will not be distracted, not disturbed. And you should, because we get a lot of cosmic energy, we generally get cosmic energy generally while we sleep or when we are very quiet also, we'll get a lot of cosmic energy, which actually keeps us alive in this world, right? So, but when you meditate, you will get a lot of cosmic energy because your mind is, you can call it a set aside so that our brain, which can actually absorb a lot of cosmic energy, which helps us in healing our body, right? So in meditation, we do it consciously, quieting our mind. So we get tenfold more cosmic energy than while we sleep or when we are quiet. So the essence of meditation is, let me complete the steps. Like, how you have to do is sit in any comfortable posture, whether on a sofa, on a floor. If you're sitting on a sofa, then you need to cross your legs and also the fingers like this, right? Why we are doing this? Because we get a lot of cosmic energy, and the physics property, right? Very simple logic, right? Physics property is the energy escapes whatever you get. We get a lot of energy escapes through the edges of your body. So this is one of the edges, right? So those edges we form a circuit. That is the reason why we have to do this, right? Very simple. Then when we do it, the energy keeps circulating within our body. And then we have to close our eyes. The second step, if you have to take out your specs, if you have unnecessary distraction, right? You don't need. And then sit quietly, close your eyes, take few moments and start observing your breath. This is what is Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, right? This is a method, right? Another important thing is when we sit for meditation, the primary thing what we are trying to do is we are taking out all the distractions. We have to take out all the distractions. It's very difficult. When we take out all the distractions of our mind, it could be thoughts, it could be some kind of pain or some kind of discomfort in your body, right? Anything, right? These are all different kinds of distractions, both external as well as internal. When we take out all these distractions, then mind settles down, right? When mind settles down, then it will free up our body and also the brain to get more cosmic energy into the body. That is the first process which happens in the meditation. When that cosmic energy comes in, then it will start healing us if we are very sincere. But being distraction free is toughest, though it looks very simplest, very toughest. We may be, you know, for 10 seconds we are with the breath, but after 10 seconds you are into something, right? Into some thought, or you get bored, right? Something of all this stuff. So this beautiful method, Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, will give you that practice of how to be with the breath. Moment you are with the breath, you are free of distractions. As simple as that. First time it will be difficult. As you practice it daily, practice is of essence. Slowly you will be with the breath for more minutes or more number of, you know, more time, right? With that, what happens is the mind settles down, then the experiences will start, right? It will start healing your body, you get a lot of clarity and a lot of stuff, those things we have already spoken about. So that's what we are going to do today. So let's begin without delaying further. Let's work on that. Let's be with our breath as much as possible. If you are with your breath, you are free of distractions. You can settle down faster, and then the experiences will come on its own. You don't have to expect, right? All right. I am sure you might have found your um, comfortable posture where you can sit longer. That is the only rule you have for sitting in meditation. Sit comfortably. Take 5 6 seconds time to settle down. Sit comfortably. Cross your legs, cross your fingers. And before doing that, you can remove your specs. Let's try to be distraction free. So don't entertain any thoughts. Don't have any expectations. Do not wish for anything. Don't give any task to your mind other than observing your breath. So after you found your posture, crossing your legs, crossing your fingers like this, as you close your eyes, gather yourself, gather your attention. So this is the key. Gather your attention. It is scattered. It might not look like that, but we are scattered. Our mind is scattered. Bring with your will your attention, your focus onto your breath. So when you get your focus onto your breath, don't change your breath. The breath is happening automatically. For some people, it may be fast. For some people, it is already slow. Whatever may be the pace of your breath, just observe as is. Don't alter. That is the only task we are giving to our mind. Observe. Don't indulge. Just observe as it happens. So as you see, make your body relaxed. No tensions in the body. If you want to little shake yourself, shake yourself. Feel relaxed. When body is tension free, the mind will automatically relax. So relax yourself. Relaxation is very important. Now by this time, you know the pace of your breath automatically. Each one has their own pace at this time. Just keep observing your breath, especially after you complete exhalation, in breath, inhalation starts on its own. You don't have to do anything, it starts on its own. That is when you can start observing your breath. Begin observing your breath and be with the breath. As long as you are with the breath, there are no distractions. The goal is be with the breath as much as possible. Relax. Any thoughts coming in, don't pay attention. Cut them. Any kind of discomfort or itch, pain in the body, acknowledge it. Don't be with it. Come back to your breath. It is sometimes good if you have many thoughts coming in. Take those thoughts as steps to get deeper into meditation. Moment the thoughts arises like a wave in ocean. Cut it, come back to breath. Be very sincere to be with the breath. Very sincere. As you observe your breath, it's simple, easy, but yet mind tries to find escape routes. Cut them all. Just be with the breath. Ignore any background noises. You're not doing anything, so don't tension your body. The next 30 seconds, give your complete sincerity, focus, attention, observe your breath, nothing else. Try. There will be a light background meditation music that is just to keep you in meditative state. That will begin anytime. Don't count your breath. No mantra to be chanted. No visualization need to be done. All of those things are distractions. Relax. Come back to breath. There is no good, bad, ugly, no analysis. Relax and observe your breath. Relax. Be with your breath. Flow with your breath. Run away with your thoughts. Come back to breath. Be with your breath, masters. 3 more minutes, masters. Be with your breath.
Okay.
One more minute. Thirty seconds. The music should stop now. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unclasp your fingers, rub your palms, keep it on your eyes. Take a moment's time and slowly open your eyes. We do this on purpose, just so that we make the energy plunge back into our body by doing this. Thank you so much for meditating with me. Thank you so much. So, the essence for any meditation practice is your sincerity. Sincerity is very important. We sit with egos, right? I am that, I am this, I am doing meditation. A lot of things, right? The ego will be there. We have to drop all those things, bring lot of sincerity to your meditation practice. That is the essence. The steps are very simple. Ana-Pana-Sati, beautiful. But sincerity is what is required. Be very sincere. Don't give wings to your ego, right? Don't blow to your ego. So that's what it is. So thanks so much. Over to you, Bhavani ma'am. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sharad sir. That was a wonderful meditation, like very peaceful and deep, like as always. So thank you. And this is really Swayam is a place we are all having a beautiful meditations and then wonderful experience sharing from all the wonderful masters here. So, sir, like in your intro, I said like from past 20 years you've been meditating. So we just want to hear from you, sir, like how you came into the spiritual path and your wonderful experiences. Please
Oh
share with
yeah.
us.
Yeah, I'm on the spotlight today. Thank you. So it's very simple, right? So 20 years back, if I go back 20 years, more than 2 decades, I would say, I was not practicing any other meditation practice. There were no other methods I went into. So I was straight introduced to Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. So it was a very quiet day. I know in November back in 2002, 2003, right? So I was just sitting and thinking, like, what should I do? So I was not more than 2 decades, right? So I was not employed at that point. I was employed, but not quite employed, right? I was thinking what to do, and I had a little bit of spiritual inclination. I was thinking what to do, what should I do now? And then very seriously thinking, and suddenly I got a call. There was a landline at my home. So I got a call, and some of my friends who are on this call also, some of them, and and my long-term spiritual master, spiritual friend Sam was there, right? So we were friends for a very long time. It goes back to our childhood. I got a call and said, hey, do you want to meditate? Do you want to really explore this meditation? Come with us. There are a group of our friends. We'll go to a place and we will learn meditation. So that's how it started. So I was just contemplating, what should I do next now, right? Then I went to uh, a pyramid master during that time, Shiva Prasad sir, Maram Shiva Prasad sir. So that was the first place where I went with my friends, and then there were quite a few people in that home, right? At their residence, so many people. It was like, some any festival was happening, people were sitting. Uh, the session was about to start on meditation, right? Then we were given a place where we went and sat, and then they gave the same instructions what we had today. You don't have to do anything. And what struck me is like, they were saying repeatedly these things, don't give anything to your mind, only this thing, just observe breath. Moment you give anything to the mind, you will go away with that, right? It's difficult, right? There are ways to do, but it is not very difficult. So they said, classmates, sit down. You don't have to sit erect. If you want to lean, you can lean. So these were all what I read here and there was completely different, right? So be very comfortable, clasp your fingers and all these things. And they asked, so I sat and it was 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how fast it went. I felt very peaceful, so peaceful. I thought that is this really possible? Can I be this peaceful or undistracted, right? No, completely relaxed. I would call it as I was feeling that peak of the health immediately, right? A lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. And then my breath was almost all like, very slow. These are some of the observations. There's no exaggeration. Very simple. What happened? I just told. Then I thought, it is wonderful. So good. And that's how the meditation journey started. Then we friends, what we did is we took a room, right? We call it as bachelor's room. And then we used to go to that room and meditate daily, morning, evening, right? Whenever we get time. Come back from office, or sit at home, wherever, right? And attending various pyramid meditation sessions across the city in Hyderabad. I'm from Hyderabad. So this is how the journey started. So no other method, right? So one of my first experience is very wonderful, right? So um, I was sitting at home meditating very deeply. When I say deeply, right, I am completely with my breath. 1.5 hour went off. So my father has to come and shake me off, saying that, hey, come out. But to my utter surprise, I felt like it is 1.5 minute. No exaggeration, as is I'm telling you, right? So 1.5 minute, but it is 1.5 hour. That is when the experience was like, time is relative, right? As long as that is the first realization, as long as you run your mind, you will experience time. Very simple, right? Scientific. We are all spiritual scientists, right? So you keep running your mind, right? It is also at the same time I also realized as long as your breath is very fast, your mind will be also that fast, right? Going into different things. As you settle down, automatically you will perceive less time, right? The time becomes little irrelevant. So that is the experience which will come automatically when we are very sincere about it, right? No exaggeration, nothing like, I saw this, that happened, this color. No, nothing that sort happened. Very natural, right? The laws of physics kind of stuff, right? Sitting time. Wow, wonderful. And amount of energy I got was huge. That was my first experience. Then as I was practicing, my sleep requirements came down. So much energy I'm getting, I am not able to sleep, but that is not causing me any worry, no anxiety, nothing. I was peaceful. I'm not sleeping, right? Because I'm already getting so much of energy. Then I had a doubt. That is where this Sajjana Sangatya comes into picture, right? So I am a beginner. I don't know all these things happening. So I was intently listening and telling anybody, Master, this is what is happening. Then that someone explained, hey, while you sleep, the cosmic energy comes because you put indirectly your mind aside. The cosmic energy comes in, and that's what actually keeps you alive, right? Not the food you take only, right? So that is another, I would call it as nirupana, right? Saying that, hey, you're alive because of the cosmic energy which is coming in. So that is when I heard from a master, right? You can live without food or water maybe for 25, 26 days. But without a sleep, nothing, no sleep at all, right? Without a wink of eye, you cannot survive beyond 4 days, maybe, right? So, is it food? So, the experiment was I will give you all different, Panchavaksha Parmana in front of you, laddus, luchis, rice, everything, whatever you want. But I will not let you sleep. You are allowed to eat. You will not survive. And what is keeping us alive is that cosmic energy, which we get every day while we sleep. But what we get during that time is less, right? Just enough to survive for the next few days. But what you get energy when you consciously keep your mind away with all distractions gone, our mind, the device, this body, brain will absorb the medulla oblongata here, right? Will absorb. This is connected to your third eye. Will absorb lot of cosmic energy 10 times. You multiply it any number of times. I don't care, right? That much energy will come, right? You will feel like something is falling on your head. That energy will come in. So 10, 15 times manifold, right? Amount of cosmic energy comes in. And so it is natural, right? You don't need a sleep. You're getting it, right? So that's how you become, sleepless, right? There were many people like that, right? Arjuna was like that. We call that. I Somebody tell me that term we use, right? What is that? Maybe Prithvi
Gudakesha.
or so. Sorry, Gudakesa, right? Correct. Yeah. So what is this Gudakesa? I experienced it, right? But I was not able to keep it because I have to get into this world, start working. I was not married, right? So other things took over, so I could not keep it. The people who can keep it will naturally progress to a point where you definitely will come across masters who will say, I don't eat, I eat very less. I remember Suresh Kalburgi sir saying, I don't eat, right, that much. I give least preference to it. Very true. I know what is that, right? So similarly, there are many people I came across during that time saying that, they have very little sleep, 2, 3 days, 2, 3 hours, right? But no effect, right? Some people don't sleep at all, right? They only meditate. So that is what it is. So that is one experience. So one final experience which I will tell you, I think then I will stop. Um, so what happens is in meditation, the essence is in Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. When you pay attention to anything because you're observing, so the thing which you're observing will also disappear. So when it disappears, then it creates little shudders right after you come out of meditation. So what we do in Ana-Pana-Sati meditation is we are observing our breath. So this happens. You have to be very sincere in meditation practice. You cannot take it lightly. That's why I said today you have to be sincere. That is the essence. Method is very different, very difficult, not difficult, very simple. But how sincere you are, that will I will not talk about results that you take into this spirituality, whatever it is. If your sincerity is even 1 ounce less, you cannot get into. Very difficult, right? So method is simple. You have it is time, sadhana, and then you believe it, right? You will go up. So the experience was like, as I said, whatever you are focusing on, that is disappear. When I was meditating, my breath was disappearing because I was intensely focusing on breath. The breath was becoming shallower, 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 shallower. After some time, I can observe. I'm in observation, right? There is nothing to observe. What a wonderful experience, but I'm alive. That I know. I'm not breathing. I'm alive. So this should happen automatically. Don't do it like, don't stop your breath like that. So it will go like this and then stop. Then again, Sajjana Sangatya, right? You have to go and find out what the heck this is happening, right? Then somebody gave, during that time, there was one video called Spiritual Reality. Some of the masters will know. In that, that was created by one of our spiritual pyramid masters, right? In that, it was explained that, as you focus in Ana-Pana-Sati meditation on your breath and you're very sincere, you are able to quell all the distractions, your thoughts, bodily discomforts, quietly settled in your posture, and you're really sincerely meditating, not like Sharat is meditating. I will take Prithvi's name. Prithvi is meditating, not like that. Just you drop everything and go, and then what happens is the thing which you're observing will also disappear. So in that spiritual reality, that is where I understood that that is will happen naturally. Then on the same day, I was again meditating in the night, maybe lying down. Then breath again disappeared. Then I was near the ceiling fan, right? So I was out of the body. The knowledge here, what I got after again Sajjana Sangitya is going to people and asking is when the breath ceases, which is binding our mind and body, when breath ceases, when you do Anapanasati at advanced stages, automatically you are free. You are free. That is the knowledge, right? They talk about astral travel. This is begin, right? This has begun. I have made many travels. I'm not gonna get into it, but that is what is, right? So you are out of your body in the other set of bodies, right? Your astral body. I'm out of my body and I'm there. And I was so near to the ceiling fan. So that's what happens, right? So the breath which is binding your body and mind will set you free. Your breath is setting you free. Now I can come out of the body, right? Out of the body. So I will tell you, this is the experience, right? Then what is the experience here is that is the first step to call it enlightenment, right? So very loosely people use it. You will know that you are not your body. How wonderful it is, right? It's a knowledge. You're not your body. And that is nirupana again, right? Hey, this is, you're not your body, you're something else. So that will, you won't draw. If you are very sincere in meditation, the meditation, your breath will take you into it, right? That's what happened to me. Okay, so then I will give you some books, right? This is another language which I got into it. So this is another book, right? Autobiography of Yogi. This is in Oriya, right? There is a Telugu book I could not find. So I'm showing this. This is very familiar cover book, right? Cover uh, this thing, right? These are some of this. This is the first book I read on the spiritual subject. Wonderful people. I would suggest everybody to read it. There were there were those days when I used to, in English it will be like this, but this color is not correct, right? Autobiography of Yogi. I don't know whether you're able to see, right? So uh, I actually, this book Autobiography Yogi, I just distributed, you know, to all my friends, right? Purchasing in hundreds, 50s books, right? Wherever, right? Collect it and used to uh, because this is giving the experience of other master who have gone in meditation, I know, very long in the spiritual path. Then that out of body experience, when that happened, then I read another book which I will show you, which is Journey Out of the Body, right? The masters have already done Journeys Out of the Body by Robert A. Monroe, because I needed knowledge, right? This is how the knowledge comes. So I got that experience, then I land end up getting a book. So excellent book, read it. Similarly, there are many other books like Power of Subconscious Mind. I have so many things here. I got introduced to Kriya Yoga and a lot of other stuff. So that's what happened. And there were many experiences like this, right? Which will happen, and that will happen only when we are very sincere, serious about meditation. And the natural byproduct of this one is I stopped eating non-veg long that immediately, right? There was another experience, right, because of which I had to stop it, right? I will not go into it. And there were many experience shared on that already. And then, and believe me, that's what happens when you are very sincere about meditation. I'm repeating this word again and again. You have to be sincere on this path. You have to do meditation daily. Um, make your breath as a guru, right? No matter what other practices you do, finally you will come to observation of breath also, breath only. Whichever yoga, kriya yoga, whatever siddha samadhi yoga, whatever you do, the final step to keep your mind aside, which is coming in between to see the reality and experience, is your mind. You have to keep aside. So finally, in any technique, you will come to breath only. But Ana-Pana-Sati meditation here is so beautiful that don't do anything, directly come to breath source, right? Why you have to do all those things? Just come there, right? That is what is good. But the only thing is here is sincerity, no ego. So you get all that experience, you will not become like, great or a superhuman being. It's not like that. That is very natural, right? You will get it. And that is also a measurement where you see that, when you get this experience, your ego should not bloat. If your ego is bloating, that means mind is again coming in. I will tell you, it happened with me. When your mind bloats, I'm thinking I'm getting this experience. For next 3 4 months, I did not get any experience at all. Punishment. It is giving me a what you call punishment directly. They're saying that, hey, if you are even bloating your ego, saying that you become some master or something, thinking that, I got all these things, I'm so great, all experience dropped again, start from the beginning kind of stuff, right? So that is the first thing we have to do. We should not bloat our ego. Everything what happens in meditation is natural, nothing, right? So that is what it is. And I got the job, I got the, with all the clarity, I got into, I become very successful, I earned a lot of money, all these things just followed, right? I didn't have to really struggle a lot. Things happened. I got into situations automatically. I met many masters. I met many people and places. So when people and places are very important. When you get into the spiritual path, you will be automatically, mm, I would say, pushed, whoever it is, right, in meditation, right, to meet some people, go to some places. These are the places from where we get places and people from where you get knowledge. So I will underline that statement: people and places. Suddenly, you will go to Madurai, you will go to Bangalore, you will go to Mumbai without knowing. Just go there and meet wonderful master, and you get the knowledge. Right. So that is the beauty of this. I will stop here. This is what my journey has been. I'm still learning. Um, I don't know many things, so pardon me if at all. Uh, I've kept it very simple, right? So that's what, right? So it's very natural. I never felt special, right? So just naturally it happened, right? So that's it. Thank you so much.
No, sir, that was really wonderful. So, like, how you shared your experience. And actually, I know you started like from 20 years back, right? So, like, I know it's like I'm going back. So, when you started, you were very young at the time, like maybe you were in just college at the time. So, but this situation, like, I won't say situation, but like, I know you had a group of friends who are also into the same meditation path. But
Mhm.
but others will be different, right? So like you when you were in college, like other friends and then other family members or like relatives. So how did you manage that situation? So like they might have said like, okay, you're doing some because you're different at the time. So what you were practicing was completely different from normal.
Yeah, so I would say it happened within my family, madam. Like, my father was very afraid, right? I was getting into meditation. So my father was telling in Telugu, he was telling me like, in Hindi also, right? You will become sannyasi or what? You're losing interest in so many things. In Hindi, they call it as khabardar. If you get into that meditation, and he's keeping watch on him, of watch on me. What is this pyramid? Why you are going? You brought this pyramid. What is this? So it is first tryst is with my family itself, right? And then it was difficult. And father, right? Father, I cannot say no. He's a strict disciplinarian, and my friends also know, right? And he's very jovial also, right? He cracks jokes and he plays mouth organ, right? And then he's very jovial, and he told me, like, live life simple, right? Try work hard and do that. Why all these things? You're getting into all these things. Um, you are becoming like, leaving everything. You have to get married. He was talking like to me, and there was an argument. Then I told him, one day saying that, hey, Dad, Nannagaru Teluguru, right? So, uh, see, I'm meditating. I'm not going to go away anyway. I'm not going to go away to Himalayas or something, right? In our pyramid meditation, it is very strictly, not strictly, but they said that, you don't have to go anywhere. That's what attracted me to this meditation, right? So you can be anywhere and meditate. So I convinced him, made him do meditation, but very vain. He was, my mother meditated very easily. She had very wonderful visions, but my father could not. He was very karma yogi, right? You don't have to alter such kind of people, right? They do their work and they seek peace there, right? So I could not convert him there, but finally he agreed, right? Similarly with my friends also, right? So they were saying this is not now. Why we have to do it? We can do many other things. Let's go for trekking, or we go that, go this, do that. Okay, we all do that, but we'll also make meditation as one of the practices. Luckily, my friend circle, right? What I had, immediate friend circle, there are many groups. They were very focused on, they become very focused on meditation immediately. So I had literally nothing to resist. It is only the other groups where I was able to bring meditation. Some people were there, but yeah, there were some difficulties, but you need to take whoever comes your path, and just take them and then do it. Don't worry about all others, right? Don't try very hard also. In meditation, you cannot make people sit. You have to do it. You cannot bind them like that. They have to come with only free will. So whoever was able to come free will, they were able to understand the experience. They were able to come. So it was not very difficult. But as I said, with family was the first thing, right? All my chachas, right? Baba Ilu, we call it as all this. Baba Ipendana, they used to say, what are you doing? This is not now. You have to do it later. So those are some of the things. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have this belief that meditation is for only for, like old age people, like not for the youngsters. So yeah, but I do see the difference, master, sir, because I've seen masters who started their meditation journey in their young age, and definitely I see the difference between the master who started at the young age and then and later, because like more concepts and then more knowledge, so that you'll definitely lead a beautiful life, and then of course you give that life to your kids too. So
Yes.
yeah, that's really wonderful, and thank you.
Yeah. Thanks so much. So it's wonderful sharing the experience actually. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. And masters, if anyone has any questions, please feel free. You can put in chat, or you can just directly talk to sir. So, like when you shared your experience, when you do meditation, you don't need much sleep, even if you don't have enough sleep. I mean, like a small amount of sleep is also enough for you.
Yeah.
So the same thing even I experienced, when last year when the masters were here, actually I got this advice from Sam sir only, because we were like busy with masters and everyone, and then we used to go because I had a small problem, like if I cannot sleep late night, so I had that vertigo, and then like late night food and late night sleep both were like not good for me. But I literally say I saw the difference when I was there. Like, Samsa told me, like, madam, whenever you're feeling tired or something, please just like do meditation for some time. And then it really, really helped me a lot, sir. Like, that I minute even for half an hour meditation, like I was completely back. I was like, very energetic, and then I was very refreshed. So that really, really helped me a lot.
Absolutely. So that is it will be very helpful, madam. I know when you completely give your focus to breath, you will also see that you're not 100% on a breath also. Even to identify that also is difficult. So there are many meditators, right? There are many meditators. Uh, I would call it as they don't give 100% to this. So they might give 95%, right? There will be varied experiences, but the problem there is like, they get settled there, right? It should not be like it. Give 100%. Then you will also know that um, keeping the mind aside, that's what we are doing, is to really know the knowledge, right? Whatever it has to come. It's actually not easy, right? You have to practice daily. That's why Patri sir used to say every time, samayame sadhana, right? You have to do it. Keep doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. Then only you will understand the essence. The benefits will always come on its own, right? So any senior master who is doing 20 years, 25 years, 24 years, 23 years, what we need to check, including me, right? Whoever it is, right? Is how sincere we are. Are we really with the breath all the time? May not be, right? So what it takes to be breath, go deeper into this Ana-Pana-Sati. Be with your breath, just breath, right? That we have to be, that we have to do.
Yes, sir,
That is
totally.
very,
Because it's not about the amount of time, how long you're practicing. It's just like, how serious you are. Like, yeah.
yeah, you have to be serious. You have to be like that. You should not take it as a vocation, right? Or I'm doing meditation every day, that's enough. I got this much only, that is enough. No, that is not. You have to be very sincere about it. Taking out the distractions using Ana-Pana-Sati meditation is simple, but yet difficult. We think that we are away from all the distractions only with the breath. No.
So, yeah, definitely.
So
Because
that's why you have to be very observant, very observant. For beginners also, very observant. Your observations at the beginning has a lot of gaps. Don't even know that you are able to. I think Prithvi raised a hand.
yes, sir.
Someone.
Okay.
So that observant is also having a gap, but as you practice, you will understand that gap also. So that is the sincerity you need. Don't go after experiences. Don't go after that. Go in Sajjan Sangatya. You have Sajjan Sangatya. There is a way to do a Sajjana Sangatya. One is to get inspired. Second thing is don't have a bet saying that I have to get the same experience what the other person got it, right? Your Sajjan Sagatya is for to keeping you in this meditation practice so that when you see others practicing, you will practice. Second thing is when you are sincere, you will definitely get experiences. Definitely, guaranteed, right? Experience. You don't have to expect, right? It will happen. Don't expect, please. Otherwise, your meditation will stop. In order to verify, in order to understand it is natural, you need Sajjana Sangatya again. For that only you have to use Sajjana Sangatya. To practice meditation by seeing others, get inspired, listen to others experiences, get inspired, don't bet you should. Second thing, you will get experience if you're sincere. Go there and talk about it, right? Then you will get more knowledge. You will be given some or other book, or somebody will tell read this book or go to that master, right? That will happen. So Prithvi, go ahead please.
Yeah, sure. So, Sharath, when we are doing regular practice of meditation, there are certain enemies of meditations, like, which will actually not help us to be in the regularity of the practice. So, one of it is like when we are continuously practicing, there are moments of dullness because just observing breath is not very interesting. And there are moments of lethargy. We might lose motivation. we might postpone the practice, saying, okay, let me do it later. So, and there might be period of stagnation also, where we don't see any kind of results happening. During that period, what should one do?
Okay, this is, first of all, this is very natural, right? The mind's first response when you say don't do anything are all these traps, right? First thing is you will go to sleep while meditating. You will not meditating, actually go to sleep. Otherwise, it will be very boring. What is there in that? Your mind is actually active. That's why you are feeling boring. Very simple, right? Because mind is not doing anything and it is active. Then it will feel bored. You are not giving any task to it, right? It is very natural, right? Then there are many other hurdles will come for the beginners, right? Even for the experienced masters also. And after some time you meditate, nothing is happening, right? That is another expectation you have. Then you stop meditating. Unless someone else, some master will come and again take you back. It happened with me also, right? So the best thing is use Sajjana Sangatya, be with that group. That is one thing, right? Another thing is when you're meditating, the art of observation is very important. So to give the motivation, right? If you are really sincere and observing, you will not be bored, guaranteed. So that is what I call is gaps in observation. So consciously observe when you become unconscious at that time. When I say unconscious, you don't have to become, like unconscious. There is a unconscious, like for example, on this group itself, as I am talking, as they are doing something, some people might have gone unconscious also, right? That is a gap in observation. So there is a continuous stream of observation that will reveal many things, right? Your observation is so strong that that needs to be perfected. So start small, right? Start 5 minutes. Perfect that 5 minutes. Once you perfect it, then move to 10 minutes, like that, right? So your observation needs to be very good. You have to be very sincere. Sit with group. Sit with people who have already gone to some extent. Sit with them. Close your eyes and observe, right? Uh, your observation needs to be very strong. Then there will not be any boring, right? I will tell you, even I observed my body is sleeping, but I am there. So you will observe your sleep also. Means when I say sleep, you don't sleep, right? Generally, your body, your other things shut down, right? Your mind also. That will also, you will observe. That is another beauty. You will go to that stage automatically. When you are very sincere, practice it daily and only observing breath only. Automatically that boredom will go away, and keep the company, right? Good company who are meditators, who will motivate each other. That is the reason why Pati sir used to say, have Sajjana Sangatya, these things will happen, right? So have like-minded people who are meditating. Why we have to be in groups, why we have to do something, because of this reason, right? Not to bet that I get the same experience like other person. I'm repeating this, I know, because I have seen this in this 20 years, right? Very experienced masters, many other people, they will say that person got that experience, that means he's great, give A plus plus, right? Not like that. That is only for inspiring. The Sajjana Sangatya to keep you in this practice, number one. First thing I'm repeating. Second thing is you will get experience if you're sincere, just to validate that, or just to see if it is natural. Once mind settles down, it will be much easier to do meditation next time. That's the reason why this is very important. In any form of meditation, this is very important. So hope I answered, but this is what I'm just telling. There is no exaggerated stuff, right? That you do this, you do. This is what, right? Perfect the meditation. Don't give up. For example, not only in meditation, anything which becomes mechanical, that's mind's trap. It's boring. If you're reading a 500-page book also, initially it will be very interesting. Maybe at 150th page, however it may be interesting, you will be bored. That is the nature of the mind. Anything becomes mechanical, automatically you will be bored. So you need to find a way, meet people and all those things, to initially cut those kinds of movements. And automatically it will help. And meditation will take over. Wait until the meditation takes you over. And there will be a moment. It's guaranteed. If you are sincere doing and gone through all this situation, there will be a point where meditation will take over. Nobody else will need to be motivating you. Meditation itself will motivate you.
Right. And also, during the meditation and while sharing your experience, you talked about ego and self-identity. So, a lot of people get identified as they are doing meditation. And what exactly do you mean by drop the ego and self-identity while meditating?
So, yeah. So, how the mind comes in between your meditation and whatever needs to happen, right? Is your ego. The only way the mind comes for anyone, right, is ego. What is ego is, I think, it is your sense of identity you have cultivated for so many years from your birth to now. Ego, right? I am so and so and so. I am so and so and so. I have this designation. I do this. I have a lot of money. I am meditating for 15 years. This is also ego, right? Uh, I am so and so and so. I am doing this. I am doing this from last 15 days. See, I'm underlining all these statements. I am doing, I am. Whatever is ego. And that is the first Shatru, right? That is the first enemy that will come up, right? One experience you get, next 15 days you don't do meditation. You will become counterproductive. It happened for some people, right? That is because of ego. So ego is that, right? That which comes up. That is the biggest distraction. So in Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, what we are doing, hey, mind, when the ego will spring like thoughts, right? Repeating thoughts which comes up, right? Which will remind you of your identity. You are Prithvi, you are a spiritual scientist. I have done it, you have done so and so and so. This keeps coming in, or some other things come, right? So it is intervening with you. So what you're doing, cut it, leave the ego, be on your breath. But again, it will come back. And that is the first hurdle. You cannot do it easily, right? So how you can do it is practice it. Do it, do it, do it. After some time, your mind is pattern prone, right? It is habitual prone, right? After do it, what happens is, mind, let's call it just simplicity, say it will give up. It will say, let go. And now it starts being on that breath. That is the first success. So more number of minutes with your breath, you have started to conquer your ego. Ego is also required, otherwise you cannot live in this world. You need to have identity, Aadhaar card, PAN card. But what I'm saying is, while meditating, you have to keep it aside. So how to keep it aside? That is the practice of meditation, Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Cut the thoughts. Body will give you some itches, pains. That is also part of ego. Your body is giving pain. My body, that is ego, right? Again, this thought is coming, this identity. So it constantly reminds you. But what we have to do in meditation is cut them, sincerely cut them. Come back to breath. Initially, it is very difficult. But let me tell you, that is also a blessing. You need an alternative to come back to breath, right? How can you be on breath directly? Difficult, right? So is it not all these distractions are blessings for you? See how we converted all these distractions also as a blessing. So they are there. How can you say that your ego or steps to the well is a distraction? No. If steps are not there, you cannot reach the water. So use those particular breath, right? To use those distractions to get deeper into the meditation. Keep coming back, keep coming back. Every time you come back to your breath, that is your success, victory. And more number of And don't expect anything. Okay, I'm on this breath. Now I should see a color. That fellow got a experience. Now I should get it. I am on that breath. Gone. Again, mind intervene. So that's how the ego will come back, right? So that's why we keep saying expectation. So sincerely come back to your breath and wait like Nandi before Shiva, just sitting like that. Whenever Lord Shiva opens eyes, I'm just giving an example. I'm just wait. I will not expect that, I will not ask. I will not have expectation. Just do it. Just be with that. Things will automatically happen. That's how you have to quell the ego. It's not easy. Practice only will reduce your ego, right? So almost all zero, right? Almost it will not become zero, but yeah, there you need it. So that's how it should be. Sam raised hand. So I don't know what Sam, you will ask a question. I think you should answer. Go ahead, please.
Hey, hi, Sharath. Wonderful. It's a privilege to me personally. Sharath is my first spiritual friend. We were in the same colony all our childhood, just one house in between our houses, but we never were friends. But when meditation started in my life, the first person I automatically, the frequency got tuned, and we both suddenly became friends. And ever since our spiritual journey began, we both were together. We both are together, and right from the right, actually we started connecting even before meditation came into our life. But our topic of discussion used to be spirituality, unknowingly. So I believe the friendship has been going on for lifetimes. I'm sure of that. And Sharath, my question is the. I know we keep talking about it, but for the sake of the session, uh, till now you talked about the ego and how to handle it while meditating. But we have seen last 15, 20 years how we come into meditation as in a very humble, like a student. And after a while, particularly within PSSM, when you are given an opportunity to go contribute to people, teach to people, ego gets bloated, and you start feeling important, comparing yourself, and you suddenly get into the ego conscious. For example, even in these sessions, I see that, suppose there were students who were like, sir, can I get a chance to serve, can I get a chance to volunteer? And when they get a chance after a year or 1.5 year, they start comparing, why am I not given a chance, or why somebody else is better than me. These comparisons, these egos, naturally come up. It happened to us, it happens to everyone, right?
Yeah.
How to keep that ego in check and come back to truth in the non-meditative life? I mean, not in the meditation time. Meditation time, I understand, naturally we have help from the observer side of us. But otherwise, you keep going out, you keep, when you are teaching meditation, a lot of blessing, a lot of extra energy keeps coming to you. You become so magnetic that people start feeling so grateful to you, keep praising you. How to stay grounded and how to be simple? That's my
Yeah.
question.
So I can give just my example only, Sam, unfortunately, right? So the way I used to take it is like, this is what I used to think always. I think I had this discussion with Sam many times. If it is happening to me, then it should also happen to others also. That should be the excellent way to in the spiritual path. In spiritual path, what happens is, this is what my experience, I'm just telling. When you get an experience, when you get an opportunity, when you think that it is exclusive to you and nobody else to get it, this is ego's work also, right? It is ego's work. I got it. That's how this entire world is ruined. I got this power, I got this opportunity, I got this privilege, I got introduced to this. It should be only for me. When we can get away from that and say, if I can get it, others should also get it, and let it happen. If we can inculcate that behavior, right, then then I think you can handle ego. When you When you let go that particular thing, like, I got it, others should not get it. I should be known, I should be popular, if you can let go of that, don't get attached to it, and also sincerely think, inculcate. Sometimes you might have to do it, right? Forcefully also, where you will also let that happen to others, right? That's the reason why in pyramid, what I like is, like, why Patri sir used to say, then I understood. You learn meditation, you reap the benefit. Don't have it only for yourself. Also make other person meditate. So that bhava, right? Why any person maybe one day meditated, but next day he can teach meditation to others. Why? It is not because of what he achieved on that first day. It is because the thing is, like, you should also mm, think that what I got, others should also get without any barriers. If I got A, that person should also get A, maybe more than A. If this particular bhava, this particular thing is inculcated, then you will have less hurdles in meditation. Actually, this is another experience. When you think that what I got, everybody should get it, you are free, right? So put this in everybody's, any other thing which you are doing. If I'm earning this much of money, let others person also earn money, you will have less tension. Actually, you will end up earning more money. So what will keep you, the ego's trap is, if it thinks that this is only for me, then you have blocked all the possibilities. I remember Sam telling me, right? So when we discuss, the prosperity, whatever it is just like a flow. You get it, kharch kar do, right? With a good intention, it keep coming. It worked for me. I think Sam knows that already, right? So you know it, Sam, right? So I don't have to explain. So that's how I believe, you can conquer ego, right? This is also comes with practice, right? So consciously say that, what I got, or follow these simple things in meditation, that you learn meditation, you do meditation, make others also do meditation, feel very happy when others are also progressing. Sometimes if they are progressing really well, more than you, I'm just making it up, right? Don't get unnecessarily, bogged up. That is a test, right? So leave it, let it. So when you go to that particular bhava, automatically things will happen, right? So I think this is the main hurdle I face. Sam, I don't know what you think.
No, absolutely. Your perspective is amazing. Yeah, I just want to add another perspective to the same question. Like, particularly, usually when people talk about ego, they think only the negative side. But there is another ego which I deal with on a daily basis. Is everybody thinks whatever they are doing is most important thing in life. It may be important for them. For example, let's take in this call we have 8 partners. Each partner represents an organization. What if everybody thinks Omega alone is important? If Bhavani madam thinks that Joy is alone important, if Shibu thinks that IFSSE is, what you do, what you are contributing to will become a means for contribution, but it will turn into ego if you make it more important just because you are involved, right? So whatever the project you take up, or whatever association that you are associated with, Pyramid Valley International, Pyramid Valley is the only important campus for you. No, it's everything is important, but how can we stop becoming blinded from thinking that what I do is most important? See, whatever you are giving importance to, that obviously become important to you, but how can we not become blind and see everything equally? Any particular tip for that from
Yeah,
you?
it's going back to, if you are thinking, if anybody thinking this is what I'm doing is way most important, everybody should following. That means that person is reserving some benefits to him or herself, right? Something
Right.
is coming, right? That is what is a mind trap. Why you feel that this This my group, for example, I created group A, B, C, D, E, right? And I said this group is the most important, right? Why you felt important is initially you started without this what you call bhava, right? This thing, and afterwards many people are attracted, many people are coming. Now the ego comes in, right? Oh, this is the singular most things. Suppose 500 people followed, suddenly it become 450. I'm giving a practical example. So 50 people reduced. The ego comes in and says, unless I make it, this is the most important thing. I cannot keep people. Some benefit is coming, some kind of importance you are getting, some kind of same traps, popularity you are getting, some kind of sense of contribution. That is a very worst thing. When you are contributing, there should not be any sense of contribution. You should have humility. If you are giving 100 rupees to some person to benefit that person, if you are giving, I am giving 100, that is sense of contribution gone. You are giving more importance to that contribution than what benefit that person going to get, right?
True.
Similarly here also, right? So that's very the excellent thing, Sam, you told, right? When you're contributing, don't make it the most important stuff. You are just contributed, you are given an opportunity to contribute. Be very grateful to that. Just
Yeah.
contribute and forget, no attachment, right? So that is the best thing. So that's what I would say, like, unless you are reserved some thing for some benefits from for yourself, you will never feel important like that. It's
Yeah,
impossible.
the reason why I came up with this point, Sharath, is that I see that this quality of in humans has become the most dangerous quality on the planet.
Yes.
You know what you if you don't even see that you are giving importance to you think that you are giving importance to something because that is great. You are blind there. Suppose I am a born Hindu, or I practice a particular religion. I call that religion as great because just because I am born there or I follow it.
Yes.
If you were born in other religion, you would do the same with other religion. So the religion or whatever you choose, it doesn't hold good. It does not have any strength. As long as you are saying whatever I am involved in is great. All the people in the world are fighting only because the whole business is run on that, right? Suppose I think I am a particular IPL team. That team becomes important to me. That's about it. And if I give importance to a certain religion, and all the people in those religions become divine people to me, all others become demons to me. So this is the fundamental ignorance that is created on the name of God and spirituality, that is creating hell on earth.
Correct.
Other kinds of ego, lower level egos, are very less dangerous when it compared to the spiritual egos, because people become very weak and vulnerable when you talk about God and spirituality, and that's where you people give up their most valuable neutral energy to negative forces. And this blindness, people, the whole of the mankind needs to come out of this blindness, go beyond this self-importance, which is again body based, because this physical self is born in a particular country. That country becomes important, particular religion, that religion becomes important, but you are not seeing that you are calling that important just because you are associating with it. Actual importance is given to your own self, nothing else. So I keep trying day in and day out to try not to be blind, because I realized one thing very clearly, Sharat, is that ego is like a balloon. It's just a piece of rubber, right?
Yeah.
It gets blown, but the same air is blowing it up and it makes bigger, right? A day will come where you can't fill more air than what it can take. So ego has a limitation. The day it blasts, you will know that it was air which was making it big, and it's not the balloon itself.
Correct.
That's the fate ego will have if you choose ego. So
Absolutely.
yeah, the whole of the Swayam and this program is to make every participant, including the organizers, everybody, to keep checking our own ego on a daily basis and not to go with the balloon, but the air, the truth. Because you are not this body. Whatever is breathing into this body, that is you, and at that level, we all are one. And if we are not able to be in that oneness, you're already, wherever you're not one with everything else, you're already in ego,
Yes.
either this or that. Whenever there is a discrimination, you're already in ego. Yeah, you can get into ego for fun, enjoy, but get back to truth. So, beautiful discussion. Thanks for explaining and also making me contribute. Thank you very much, Sharath. Truly grateful.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think it is already too late for different parts of the world. So there are groups, everybody can put questions. I will also put question to get an answers, right? So please do that. Keep doing meditation every day. Don't cease to meditate. Meditate whenever it is possible, right? Naturally, practice is of essence. Follow simple methods. Whichever method you follow, you have to keep observing your breath. Right? That's what you have to do. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Shat sir, and thank you, Prithvi, and thank you, Sampath sir, for the wonderful questions. So we all got again. We have to remember all these. Like first of all, how to check our spiritual, like how to put a check to our spiritual egos. So we are just here to work. So thank you so much, masters, and thank you, masters, for all joining us today and sharing your energies with us too. And let's all meet tomorrow, same time, again with another wonderful master. So until then, have a good day and good night, masters. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all.